Hey travelers, we are in the beautiful city of Toronto in Canada today, and we are starting our next adventure. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time. We're going to cruise on all 5 Great Lakes. Yes, you can do that right here in North America. We're going to do that with Victory Cruise Lines, and we're going to start right here in Toronto, embarking. We're going to explore the city a little bit today, but then we're going to go out and during the next 10 days see Lake Ontario, Lake Superior, Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, and what's the 5th one? Lake Huron. Yeah, we're gonna see them all. Thanks for tuning in for this adventure. Let's explore Toronto a little bit. We had almost a full day in Toronto with a 1-night hotel stay before the cruise. So we took a morning run, visited the Hockey Hall of Fame, which is a must-see for sports fans. It's awesome. And then enjoyed a couple drinks to cool off before getting on board Victory 1 in late afternoon. Soon, we were off on our voyage. Good morning. We're in Port Colborne, Ontario, Canada today, and this is our cruise ship Victory 1. It carries 202 passengers. We got on board last night, settled into our room, got familiar with the ship, had dinner at the Coastal Dining Room, the main restaurant last night on the ship, and here's the menu for that. After dinner, we went outside and we were cruising away from Toronto. It was a little overcast with the smoke for some nearby wildfires. People were really excited to be out on deck to see the first lock of 8 that we would go through the historic Welland Canal as we left Lake Ontario on our way to Lake Erie. This morning we woke up here in Port Colborne just as we were docking the ship. We saw them getting that ready, so we woke up, went to breakfast at the grill. You can see what this area looks like. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here. You're going to want to come up here for your soft serve ice cream and cookies as well. Here are some of the menu items they have on the buffet for breakfast, and you can get made to order omelets and eggs as well. And at night, it becomes Tuscan Grill, where you cook steaks and seafood at your table on a hot stone. The ship has 5 decks. At the very top is the sun deck with plenty of seating and all the views. There's a little gym on board, so we got a workout in this morning, and you can see they have plenty of weights, some bikes, an elliptical. And that's us. Hi. Now we just finished a run in port here. It's a beautiful day. We're going to check out a little bit more of this town before joining an afternoon excursion. Port Colborne is a beautiful little town located on the southern end of the Welland Canal, which has a rich maritime history and sees a lot of traffic from big cargo ships. The Clarence Street vertical lift bridge is really cool to see in action, and it connects the sides of the canal in town. I did show you a little bit of the ship with the sun deck and the gym so far, but now let's have a proper tour around the rest of Victory 1. In the atrium here on Deck 2, you can see an information screen that shows your current port and details about shore excursions. This is where you'll find guest services. It's closed now, and across from that desk is the small fitness center. This is a portrait of the ship's godmother, and the hallway to the passenger cabins. The first door on the left here is the massage room. If you spin around the other way in the atrium, you'll find the public restrooms, and then enter the Compass Lounge. This is the main public space on the ship, where you can relax and find the coffee and snack station. You have small sandwiches or wraps, teas, and delicious cookies here. And during the day, the program is filled with activities such as chair yoga, enrichment talks from the onboard Lake Lorien, movies, trivia, and other competitions. Live music and dancing takes place here every evening. The tavern is a cozy bar space located just past the lounge. There's a piano in here, and some plaques commemorating the ports the ship visits. I'll head back toward the Compass Lounge now and show you the cabinets that separate the spaces and serve as a little library, filled with a variety of games and books to enjoy during the cruise. Down on deck 1 is the coastal dining room, the main restaurant for Victory 1. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is offered here, and during dinner, you'll find sample platings of the dishes on the menu for that evening to let you know exactly what you would be ordering. Here's a look at the lovely dining space, where Colleen and I shared some fantastic moments and meals during the trip. Just outside the dining room, you'll see the gangway doors on each side of the ship. This is how you get on or off Victory 1 when you're in port. And then, this hallway is for the passenger cabins located on deck 1. All the way at the end of the corridor, you can head up these stairs at the very front of the ship and reach the tavern. Now, up on deck 4, you see the veranda again, with all the little seating areas set up outside the club-level staterooms. Walking forward, you reach the viewing area at the bow of the ship. This is where most people hang out to check out the locks or other views as we sail. Then, if you walk up these stairs, you're midship on deck 5, with a large open sundeck space. Personally, I think this would be an ideal spot for a hot tub and some lounge chairs. This is the back of the bridge area, and off to the sides, you can see the wing areas for the bridge. From Port Colburn, everyone took the afternoon bus ride, which was just over an hour long, to get to Niagara Falls. This short excursion is a thrilling boat ride in the river that goes right up to the falls. You take a funicular down to the dock area to board the boat, and then ride right into the thundering mists. We are taking a boat ride into the Horseshoe Falls here in Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, specifically, is the name of next is Bridal Veil Falls. The smallest of the 3 waterfalls, it is located on the American coast waterfall compared to its 2 counterparts. Niagara Falls is actually fascinating.
After the boat ride, we took a little walk around the town. It was a nice trip. We're back from a really fun excursion in Niagara Falls, and in the lounge right now we're getting ready to hear a chat about the Great Lakes. They do have local craft beers on board, so we're having this Upper Peninsula Ale and getting settled in. And we're going to be sailing on to Cleveland next. Good morning, everyone. We have come to Cleveland. We had a pretty sail in this morning. You see we're at the city. This is the Browns football stadium right here. We're up a little early, had breakfast, got in our workout. There's some immigration procedures that you got to do since we came from Canada to now the U.S. But we're going to have a fun day in Cleveland. Later this afternoon, we're going to go see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for our excursion. And this morning, I'm going to go ashore and check out what I can find. Walk around, show you around here near the port area, check out the city. But first, next, I want to show you our cabin. I haven't given you a cabin tour yet. We are in 418. This is one of the cabins you can access here on the 4th deck from outside here. You've got the seating area, nice little promenade as part of the features for these cabins. Let's go check it out. When you walk in, you see all the space here. We have a queen bed that can be split into 2 beds, and the desk, and a couple of closets, wardrobe, and the space on the floor all around here. I'll show you around. There is an end table on each side of the bed. You can store suitcases and backpacks underneath, no problem, under the bed. This side has the phone, And you can see the two drawer dressers. There is no power on this side of the bed, but you do have a USB up there. Little reading lamps that are adjustable. This side has a little more power, as well as the USB. It has some North American style plugs, a USB and a USB-C right there in the clock. And here's a view you get. There's a couple of windows out to the veranda. You can close the blinds here, window shade on the door, curtains on the windows. TV has some cable channels, news channels. There's a mirror, a little drawer here with the seat there pushed in. What I do like is they do give you a journal so you can document your voyage, some lanyards for your key cards, and everybody gets a Victory Cruise Lines water bottle with their name on it. There are water bottle filling stations around the ship. You'll get fresh water service here. These aren't drawers. Instead, you have the mini fridge in there. I like that you have a little bit of space here on the floor. We've been using it for our shoes. And there's a couple of hooks. You can hang stuff on the wall here. And there is the temperature control. There's one plug down below here available to use as well. I'm using it for my computer. The other plug goes to the TV. And you do see a couple of plugs on the wall over here. That's probably mostly for the cabin steward to use the vacuum in here. You have your life jackets here. This is the wardrobe with the space for hanging long dresses. You have a shelf up top. That's what that looks like. They give you a couple of bathrobes. And on this side, you have the hangers there. There's a safe back here as well. And then a series of drawers, a couple of thin drawers and 3 deeper drawers. And then the bathroom has a couple of hooks here. Small little bathroom. See the one sink, the big mirror. You do have hair dryer. They do have some nice Avita products available here, the hand wash, the lotion. And they do have in here in the shower, the body wash, shampoo and conditioner. This shower's got the curtain, the little circular basin down there. It's kind of tight, so you sort of squeeze in there and take your showers. The adjustable handle is there. And then the storage for within the bathroom is down below. You got a shelf where you can organize your toiletries and things like that. So there's your quick room tour. This is our cabin here on Victory 1. I got off the ship in the morning to walk around for a little independent sightseeing. As a football fan, I had to wander around the Brown Stadium, which was just across the street from our docking spot. You can check out the statues of NFL Hall of Famers Jim Brown and Otto Graham here. From there, it was a long wander through different neighborhoods on a hot and sunny weekday in Cleveland. I had the streets pretty much to myself. Then, in the afternoon, everybody went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, an included excursion. There was a nice setup honoring Ozzy Osbourne, who had just died. Plus, all kinds of fascinating displays of memorabilia and photos of dozens and dozens of music legends. This Hall of Fame and museum is a must-see for music fans, and we spent a couple of hours here soaking it all in before heading back to enjoy the views and activities on the ship. Next stop, Toledo. Again, I had an afternoon excursion picked out, But before that, I went off for another long self-guided city walk. Toledo also was super quiet on a weekday as I made my way over to see Hensville, the neighborhood around the stadium for the city's AAA minor league baseball team, the Mud Hens, which have been playing here since 1896. We're in Toledo today, spent the whole day here, and we're getting ready to sail away. We had a full day here. People in the morning chose either the Ford Innovation Museum or the Maritime Museum here of the Great Lakes right here in Toledo. You can pick both and do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I went the afternoon. It's a ride all the way to Detroit to see the Ford Innovation Museum. So I was there. It was pretty cool. There was all sorts of things you would think you'd see, the cars and all sorts of machines, and talk about the assembly line and a lot of other things there at the Innovation Museum from the Henry Ford. But we're back on board here, getting set to sail away. Tomorrow we have a scenic day of sailing here on board, going across Lake Huron. Next time I see you, we'll be in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. We sailed on Lake Huron all day, and we did not see a stitch of land. There were a lot of activities available on board, though. The Lake Lorraine had some chats. There was some chair yoga. Military veterans had a little meet and greet. We had a salute to the veterans. Afternoon tea time, match game, bingo, a lot of activities on board as people relaxed. And today we wake up at the very end of Lake Huron. We're about to go through the Soo Locks, end up in Sault Ste. Marie, and then we'll be on Lake Superior. Cruisers were really excited to see the Soo Locks, gathering at the bow to watch the process of transiting the system that has been operating since 1855 to get freighters between Lake Superior and the lower Great Lakes. They are operated and maintained by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and it took just about an hour for Victory 1 to go through from Lake Huron and into the St. Mary's River. On our itinerary, the ship just goes through and spins around before going right back and docking on the Lake Huron side for the day. From there, I went on a brilliant afternoon kayaking excursion. We're out here kayaking in the lake right at the Soo Locks here in Sault, Michigan. This is an active excursion you can choose here in Victory Cruise Lines. Having a little bit of fun. A beautiful day. A few of us joined our guides who led us on a 5-mile paddle from the St. Mary's River and through another set of locks back to the ship. The weather was ideal, and it made for some fantastic sightseeing and a nice workout. If it's Friday, we must be in Mackinac Island. Let's see what kind of horseplay we can get up to today. Mackinac Island, Michigan is a favorite for Great Lakes cruisers. It's the prettiest port on the itinerary. This island town in Lake Huron swarms with visitors all summer and is known for not having cars on the island. Instead, people get around by horse carriages or on bikes, and you'll see plenty of both here. We joined most everyone on the horse carriage tour of Mackinac during our morning. After that, Colleen and I put in a few miles on foot to see some of the many picturesque sights. We also enjoyed lunch ashore. Then we sailed toward Escanaba. We have reached the final lake on our 5 Great Lakes voyage here with Victory Cruise Lines. This is Lake Michigan. We're in the town of Escanaba, Michigan. Now we're going to go for a run today. We're going to walk around town. They've got a waterfront arts festival going on today. It's a Saturday. Let's go see what's going on. Got a full scenic sailing day on Lake Michigan here, so we're just enjoying the ship and the views. Tomorrow we will arrive in Milwaukee. That is the end of the trip. We will have one more excursion that I will show you in a moment. I just wanted to ask, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, we'll see you in the next adventure. It was a quiet day on board, but we did see one interesting thing. Sister ship Victory 2 passed us in the lake heading in the other direction, full of cruisers just starting the journey and traveling the route in the opposite direction. The ship captains got a chance to say hello to one another. Milwaukee marked the end of the cruise, and Colleen and I had a later flight, so we opted for the tour of the Harley-Davidson Museum, which includes a transfer to the airport. On the way to the museum, we had a tour of a portion of Milwaukee, but the highlight was the Harley-Davidson Museum. I'm not a cycle owner or enthusiast, but I really found it fascinating to learn about the origins and evolution of this great American company and to see so many cool motorcycles. The tour includes a behind-the-scenes look at the museum's motorcycle vault too.